Hang on. We're in the kitchen and the light is a little aggressive. Also, I don't really have makeup on today. Hi, I'm Michelle from Unicorn Centaur. Welcome to the weekly live stream. And this week we're in my kitchen. Yay! And I think I'm ready, but hang on. It's been a crazy day, as you can probably tell, because I am a mess. Hang on, though. I need... Diet Dr. I always call it Diet Dr. Dr. Pepper lip balm. Yes, it was in my bra. Oh, I didn't put on like a headband. Look how shiny I am. Y'all, this is what we've got today. Who's here? Zadel's here. Hey. Grace. Hey. Madison Wagner. Hi. 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 We're making horse treats. Holiday horse treats. The weekly live stream is usually making something for equestrians or for horses, or, you know, we're talking about an equestrian topic. Today we're going to make holiday treats. We're going to make two different kinds of treats. One is just like a regular apple sauce kind of treat, and then we're gonna make peppermint treats, not with these. But who's texting me? I might have to try. Oh, I need to get into the chat. Hang on, I want to get into the chat on my phone. I can see you guys here. Oh, this thumbnail is outrageous. And my kitchen is not as extra as my studio is. My studio is like purple with fairy wings on the wall and stuff. But in the kitchen, we're just doing our business in the kitchen. First of all, before we get started, though, I want to shout out to the channel members because we just got that function on this channel like 2 months ago, 3 months ago now, that you can be a channel member. And so I post my videos, Wednesday videos are posted on Tuesday for Unicorn channel members, and Unicorn and Centaur channel members get shout outs in the live stream. So I have my handy dandy list in my Unicorn notebook so that I don't forget people. Zadel is already here in the chat. Nikki, I hope, shows up in the chat tonight. My darling, my love, Nikki. And Jen E, who I think just recently, did you get married? You didn't get engaged. You got like married, didn't you? Jen is here in the chat. And Blue Raven Farms, shout out to Blue Raven Farms, Kelly and Lana at Blue Raven Farms, one of the channel members. You get if you're a channel member, you get your name in green in the chat, and you get your little badge that changes color the longer you're a member. So I also post bonus like blooper footage things. So if you want to be a channel member or a patron, we got 2 new Patreon members this month. I'm like over the moon, you guys. Oh, also shout out to my friends Kimmy and Sheila. I don't know if they come into the chat. I'm gonna have to message them and ask. So Sheila is in the chat, but I don't know if Kimmy gets the notifications. And of course, Genevieve and our lovely moderator, Becca. Shout out to all of my wonderful, beautiful channel members. If you want to shout out in the live stream, then maybe be a member. If you want in, there's more ways to get in. So anyway, Unbox Warehouse is here. Hey, we're making horse treats today. And what I was thinking with the ingredients that I'm using, I think these could be dog treats too. Do dogs like peppermint? I have cats, I don't know. Here are our ingredients today. Old-fashioned rolled oats, just like regular cheapo rolled oats. I'm also using ground flaxseed, which is just little flax seeds all ground up. Some molasses, and some applesauce. They didn't have jars. I had to go to the dollar store today. I thought I had all the ingredients, but I didn't because me. And they didn't have like jars. They only had the little cups. So we're just going to be dumping little cups of applesauce in. But they're, and peppermints, oats, flaxseed, molasses, applesauce. Yes. If you don't want to do applesauce, you can also use mashed banana or pumpkin. I've made pumpkin spice treats for my horses before because I am, you know, I'm pumpkin spice. I'm a middle-aged white lady. It's what we do, pumpkin spice. So, oh, and I went to like 2 different stores for peppermint today. What was I getting in here? I'm going to put a little bit of cinnamon in my face as well. Okay. So, doing paperwork for work. Oh, well, that doesn't sound like fun. Oh, and we're doing a giveaway today. I didn't put this in the Instagram post or the Facebook post. I have been at the barn all day. I should tell you guys what I was doing. My hands, this is not blood or anything like wrong with me. That's hair dye. Sunny got a red tail today. There will be more on Instagram and on YouTube in the coming days. So you will get to see. So I was at the barn all morning, which is why I was running late, like for the live stream. I'm like, and then I realized I didn't have peppermints. So I had to stop at the dollar store, and nobody had Starlight mints, the little flat, round, hard red and white ones. Like, what? So the dollar store had these like peppermint sticks, which I'm totally using to make some hot chocolate in my mug, which we're giving away. That's what I was looking for. Guys, I've also had caffeine today. So I'm super caffeinated. I'm super caffeinated, and I'm not sure where I am. I didn't even know. I thought yesterday was Sunday. Like all day long, I was getting ready for the live stream. So I don't know where I am. Here's how easy this is. Oh, let's turn on the oven. Y'all, if I get off track, somebody in the chat remind me where we are or where I was going. I've just turned the oven on to 350 degrees. There is no recipe, by the way, if anybody has not figured that out by now. There's just like a couple of ingredients, and we mix them together and put them in the oven. There you go. Live stream's over. I've lined a pan with foil because I think I'm going to spray it with some like non-sticky things too. That's for the little tiny nuggets. We're going to make two different kinds of treats. One is like little tiny nuggets that you would use for training. When I'm doing in-hand training or doing like voice command work, stuff on the ground, I have like a little fanny pack with some little nugget treats. And so every time we get through like a series of exercises, or we, go, me and Artax usually, but Sunny sometimes too. Every time we've gone through our repertoire of things that he knows and practiced a couple times, I'll give him a treat. So we'll go through a couple different treats. In that case, I don't want those giant like cookie things, like giant cookie horse treats. I don't want that for that. I want little nuggets, like a little reward, a little crunch. Here you go. So we're going to make those little nuggets on the pie pan or the baking sheet. By the way, dirty dishes in the background. So classy. And then we're also going to make some bigger ones. This is like a little mini muffin tin. And so we're going to put some of the dough, cookie batter. I don't even know what we can call it. We'll put some of the treat stuff in here. And then at the end of it, we're going to put little peppermints on top. And these are like the big cookies that you give them like right before you leave, or when you first get there to get them all excited about whatever. Or for like the super, if something's really hard, and that may be the only thing your horse responds to, because they're really good. I'm holding onto these rolled oats like they're my baby. What's wrong with me today? So what I didn't find the Starlight mints. I am not even wearing blush either. My face is doing things today. This is me without the makeup. Oh, these are all individually wrapped. I'll have to sit here on camera and unwrap these things. Is this ASMR for anybody? Maybe we could just like make it an ASMR video. These are not the Starlight mints. These are the softer ones that they're kind of puffy and kind of melt in your mouth a little bit. A little disappointed because these have a tendency to like dissolve. The Starlight mints are hardier and hold up a little bit better. When we make big treats like this, and it's going to have that little peppermint in the center of it, but we don't bake the peppermint on there because it will totally melt and just be gross looking. And it'll still be edible, but it won't look cute. So what you do first is before you cook them, you press an indentation into the middle of it. And then when they come out of the oven, you put the peppermints in there and the heat will kind of settle them in there, but they won't become goo. I'm not sure if that's going to work with these, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me just dump these out. So instead of Starlight mints, I have these. I grabbed these first because I thought I was going to have to like break up little pieces of them to put on the top, and I'm glad I don't now. It's just a hot cocoa stirrer. So at some point in this live stream, since it's the last live stream of the month, what I've been trying to do lately is do a giveaway on the last live stream of the month, either merch or something I made or something somebody has donated to me for the giveaway, which we've had before, and that's been fun. So if you do have like an Etsy shop, or if you have a business or something and you would like to donate something for a giveaway, email me, Unicorn Centaur, in there. You just do that. Hang on, y'all. Unicorn and Centaur at gmail.com. Is that what that says? Okay. I need new glasses. So today is the last live stream of the month. So I'm going to give away a mug. So I'm going to have my hot chocolate today during the live stream in my Extra Equestrians mug. If you are not a member of the Extra Equestrians Space group, I think there's a link in the description box below that you can click to join. Make sure you, I have a filter on that filters out everyone who doesn't answer the entry questions. So you have to answer all 3 entry questions and click that you agree to the rules. And then you will be allowed to enter. So, all right, y'all. Let's make some horse treats. My oven is heating up. By the way, my oven is ancient. Oh, you can do this in a toaster oven too, by the way. I've got a little toaster oven, and when my oven's been broken, I've made horse treats in my little toaster oven. When we bake them, you just bake them until they're kind of done. Like, see what they look and feel like after like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Let's make little nuggets out of those. I have an amount of oats. Now I have also an amount of flaxseed. So you can just see that I didn't measure anything out, and I think it's about equal amounts. This is kind of like baking cookies for people or cakes for people. There's dry ingredients, there's wet ingredients. You mix them together and then you apply heat. And there's no leavening ingredients in this. The horse doesn't care about the mouthfeel or the crunch or anything like that. So you're really just baking them long enough. How's the lighting in this shot here? We're just baking this long enough to get it to all hold together in cookie form, because when it's kind of a dough, it's just kind of squishy and, weird. So at this point, I'm going to put a little bit of cinnamon in here for flavor. We're just going to make the plain applesauce ones first, I think. You know what? I should make more. I definitely should. Why am I? This is for my horses, after all, right? Let's put some more oats in there. Let's just put the rest of that. Why not? Why not? Hey, if I make too much, if we get too, I may get too much. I may need a bigger bowl. I may need a bigger bowl. All right, where can that go? That fridge is kind of full. Awesome. Should I use a spoon? Hang on. I got a little spatula thingy. By the way, thank you for hanging out with me. Everybody in the chat, thanks for, even if you've just got this on in the background while you're doing something else, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Honestly, the live, I don't know what it's like for you guys, but for me, I really enjoy the live streams. They kind of anchor my week. Just having to be on a schedule, also having to have the videos out, early for patrons and stuff and members. But having a schedule sort of keeps me on. Otherwise, I don't know what day it is, especially at this time of year when the holidays come around. Sometimes that's why I get confused what day it is, because people are off work. Some things are closed and open at different times. And especially this year with the coronavirus, everything's different. So, all right, what are we doing now? Oh, applesauce. We might need a couple of applesauces. How can I not tear this cardboard? What is wrong? Why? Thank goodness that did not explode. I was ready for that to explode and be like sploosh all over my floor. How about we just throw this away? There's a trash can right here. I was about to put it on the table. What's wrong with me? Like I'm a toddler. Here. All right. There's one. We're definitely going to put another one in there. I'm making this up, by the way. Again, there's no recipe. We're just putting stuff together. Your dry ingredients are ground flaxseed and rolled oats And when you're cooking, when you're baking, a lot of times there's like a there's a 2-to-1 ratio where the wet ingredients are 1 to 2, the dry ingredients. So you'll have twice as much of your dry ingredients as wet. Molasses can be really sluggish if you keep it in the refrigerator, which you're supposed to refrigerate after opening. So that's kind of satisfying. Look at it. Yeah, I just dumped the rest of that in there, didn't I? Didn't I? That's a lot. They love molasses. They can smell it, I think, because it has a fairly strong aroma. It has a fairly strong aroma. Okay, this trash is... Welcome to my kitchen. I'm clearly not like on the gourmet chef side of YouTube right now. So I've got this concoction right here. I put 2 of those little applesauce thingies in here. And then I put a buttload of molasses. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more applesauce. Yep. I hope I have enough applesauce. God, what if it's too dry? I can add water. I can add water. We can improvise. We can do whatever we want. We're in control of our lives. We are grown-ups. We are in charge. We make the rules. Okay. We're putting all the applesauce. We're going for it. If this is not, we're putting all our eggs in this. All our eggs in this basket. Okay, now we're mixing. Now we're mixing. Hey, Madeline's here. Madeline, I am doing there's no recipe to this. This is molasses and applesauce and rolled oats. Just trying to show everyone the process. It's so awkward to sit here like this in front of the camera. But yeah, now we're getting, oh, and flaxseed, ground flaxseed. So if you are on a budget, this is really easy to make on a budget. Molasses is super cheap. Applesauce, I got mine at the dollar store. Rolled oats is like $1 or something of a package. The flaxseed flaxseed can be kind of expensive, but I found a bag of it at Walmart for $5, I think, that huge bag, and it's lasted forever. So this is quite possible to do on a budget, and even if you don't have an oven. I bet you could cook these in the microwave. If you do try these in a microwave, only cook them for like, look at, I can't see me now. If you do try these in a microwave, only do it for maybe 30 seconds at a time and then test them, especially if you're making the little nugget ones, because you can burn things in a microwave. Don't ask me how I know. I'm stirring. I think this is actually going to be perfect. This looks perfect. Nope, I found a patch of dry. Dang it, hang on. Let me incorporate more. I also found a little pocket of molasses. So I got to keep going, y'all. I probably needed a bigger bowl. But we're committed now. We're committed now. So I don't really have a recipe. I just dump some oats in a bowl, and then I dump some flaxseed on top of that. And then I dump some oatmeal. There was more dry stuff. Hang on. I dump applesauce on there, and then I dump molasses on there. So if your horse is sugar sensitive, I don't know how well these hold together without the molasses. So I am not sure. Hang on. I'm still finding little pockets of unmixed ingredients. These are not gourmet. They are edible. I've tasted the dough. It is okay. It tastes very strongly of molasses. If that's your thing, if you're like, hey, I love me just a spoonful of molasses, then these will be your jam. Also, if you like nearly raw rolled oats. So again, because these are your horses, these don't have to be like thoroughly cooked ingredients. You don't have anything like egg or anything crazy in here that can, give somebody salmonella or whatever. Do I have everything mixed in here? Hang on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Oh yeah, there's Zadel's info. Part of your Centaur member shout outs is dropping your Instagram or Facebook or whatever you want in the comments. Okay, I have got myself a giant ball of dough. So, hang on. If I was feeling a little bit extra, which you might be feeling extra. Can you cook longer for a crunchy treat? Yeah. I haven't had a problem with them burning. I would say keep watching them. Keep your eye on them. If you make them often, you'll get to where you know exactly how long. Like I haven't done these in a while, and I haven't made them in a while, and I haven't cooked them in a while. So, I'm not sure, so I'm going to watch it. If it's your first time making horse treats, stay in the kitchen. Watch your oven. It may be as little as 10 minutes. But if we open the oven and at 10 minutes, you can still feel them super squishy and wet on top. Let them get like springy and like a chewy kind of texture. Or you can do them a little bit longer when they get hard on top. But again, it's not like a cake where if you keep opening the oven and letting out some of that heat and changing the temperature, it's going to mess it up. It's not. They're horse treats. They're fine. It may take a little bit longer. But again, if you make these all the time, you'll get to know what pan you're going to put them in. You got your ingredients there, and you'll know exactly. You put your oven at 350, and you'll know when to pull them out and be done. So I wanted to see. The last time I made little nugget treats, I just used my hands to like make little tiny balls and stick them on the cookie sheet and bake them. But today I want to try like scooping out a teaspoon and see what that is like, and if that makes like the perfectly sized little training nuggets. Okay. Okay. I had to rinse my hand. It's sticky. Hang on. Okay. So first, oh my God, that's hot because it's been sitting on the oven. You don't need to come closer. Will that give us a... All right, so I'm just taking... I still have to kind of shape it with my hands. That's annoying. Oh, that one kind of came out. No. Okay. This is going to take forever. So like I said, I went to the barn this morning and I was dyeing Sunny's tail. It mostly turned out fantastic and gorgeous. There's this whole area in the middle that didn't take the dye quite as well. And I know I saturated it like crazy. You don't really have to leave much room between these because we didn't put any leavening ingredients in here. They are not going to rise very much at all. I mean, they're not. They're just going to sit there and be little lumps. So I'm going to actually move these closer to. I did not spray this with adhesive spray. My brain today is on vacation. Something, I don't know where it went, but it's away. I'm having difficulty thinking. I am going to do all of this. So yeah, today I did Sunny's mane and tail with Kool-Aid, not Kool-Aid, with, I did it with food coloring before. I did a whole video where I did Sunny's mane and tail with food coloring because that was supposed to be a hack where you could just use food coloring and conditioner and mix it together. And that was like hair dye. You put it on your hair, just like semi-permanent dye. So like you put it on and let it sit and then rinse it out and it should be fine. So I did that with Sunny and I didn't let it sit very long because it said you didn't have to. And he was getting antsy. So I rinsed him. And it looked beautiful, but then like the next day it was gone out of his hair. Like there was no rain, I didn't wash it, nothing, but it was just gone. Disappeared. Boom. So I was so disappointed. I'm not going to do that again because that was more expensive than the Kool-Aid hack, and the Kool-Aid hack actually worked. So, but today I was using permanent dye, which is why it hasn't come off. Semi-permanent dye will wash right off your arms and hands and face, and it'll wash off your skin with soap and water, and or an oil-based cleanser and water. But yeah, this stuff is not coming off. It wants to be there. So I'm not sure how long Sunny's tail will be red. But okay. Okay, we are, oops. I am almost halfway done. I'm going to show you guys yeah. These are like nice and sticky. Just little nugget treats on here. I actually did I've done 2 how to make horse treat videos. I did a video of the pumpkin spice treats that I made. I think those were last year, maybe in October's videos. If I can remember after the stream, I will link those videos down there. But I also did a video of making the treats that have the little peppermints in them. So there's a whole how-to tutorial on how to do that. And it's pretty much what we're doing tonight. So here we go. Basically, I'm rehashing old content. Hi, subscribe to the channel for more recipes. All right. Okay, everyone. Just putting my thing out here. Making this tray full of horse treats. This batter's going a long way. If we don't get it all done, I can just keep going making horse treats all night, or I can like ball this up, wrap up the dough in some plastic wrap and put it in the fridge and just refrigerate it. And it'll keep like that for a couple of days in case like, oh, I'll finish making them tomorrow, or I'll have more time, or maybe you want to make them fresh when you go to the barn every day. Like I said, you can be totally cheap on this, like totally cheap and DIY, or you can be extra. You can get organic flax seeds and grind them yourself, okay? You can get organic gluten-free rolled oats. You can get local molasses from your farmer's market. Like really, get applesauce that you've made yourself from organic apples. Go do it. Be extra. Add rainbow sprinkles. Add, other stuff to your mixture here. You can add more fun ingredients. Add some food coloring, some safe, natural food coloring perhaps. That's not going to be bad for the horses. But like, why not? You could divide this dough into 4 separate or 5 separate balls and work food coloring through them. Put your gloves on and like make a rainbow. So then you can make rainbow horse treats. Y'all, we're doing simple tonight, but you can take off and be as extra as you want to be with this. You can even make them into shapes, like make them into cool shapes. All right, we're working on it. We're working on it. Look, it's getting there. Look, it's filling up. It's filling up. It's filling up, and we're going to stick these in the oven while we make the others. And we're going to keep an eye on them, and we're going to remember the time, even though we're always distracted. Always distracted. Do I have undiagnosed ADD? Sometimes I wonder. I might. There's a lot of things wrong with me. Like, that could be on the list, is all I'm saying.
Did somebody call for a distraction?
Stop.
I need milk.
You need milk? That's not in our horse treats, but you can have milk.
Excuse me.
That's fine.
An interruption.
We interrupt this live stream to bring you my husband getting a Superman mug full of milk.
It's a theme.
We're making horse treats.
Super.
You knew that, though.
I did.
I already told you and ran everyone else out of the kitchen and announced it like, it's like doing theater here. I'm always like 15 minutes until live stream, and I'm surprised Scott's not like, thank you, live stream. Thank you, 15.
I'm saying it in my head.
I'm going live at 10. Thank you, 10. All right, I'm about to go live. Thank you, places. So yeah, I keep giving everyone a countdown so that they know like when it's happening. But I guess Scott ran out of milk, so that's fine. He's fired, but whatever. Okay, y'all, I have one more little ball of horse treats. You know, this is why I did an edited version of this video because it's a 3-minute video, I think, or 5-minute, something like that. All right, hang on. Now, that's not bad. Not as much molasses as I would have thought. This batch is not as sweet as others I've made, but that's fine. They don't need a ton of sugar anyway. They don't need a ton of sugar. Oh my God. Ta-da! Bring! I have to make my own sound effects. I don't have sound effects. Okay. Hey, I see somebody in the chat. Who's here? Autism Centaur. Hey. Autism Centaur, I have a whole tray full of horse treats here that I have made. I'm going to stick these in the oven. And that heat. We're going to watch it. I'm going to turn that down a little. That feels like more than 450. Holy Lord. I don't know. This is supposed to be like a nonstick thing. I don't think I want to spray this either. I'm just going to put them in here and hope. I should spray. Those sounded like famous last words, didn't they? I'm going to do a little. I've got this like extra virgin olive oil spray. And I need to make myself some hot chocolate. And we need to do the mug giveaway. By the way, we're giving away a mug on this live stream. I forget to keep telling people, if you're in and out of the live stream, we are doing a giveaway, an extra equestrians mug. I'll be taking names for that as soon as we get, let's get these in the oven, and then I will make myself some hot chocolate and we will take names for a mug giveaway. How about that? That seems like a good use of our time, to be honest. Where did the lid go? Am I going crazy? Oh, it's over here. All right. This looks like it's more of a tablespoon. Okay. And I don't really have to shape it. I'm just like shoving a tablespoon of stuff in. That's actually perfect. This is a tablespoon of stuff. And again, it is not going to rise. So I put it straight up to the top. And then when we're done here, when I'm done, I make an indentation. Like you can do it with a mint because that's what is eventually going to go into the top of them. Oh, this one's broken. Nice. So yeah, it just is kind of like a thumbprint in the top. So yeah, spray the tray. Yeah. I was about to have some regrets. Y'all all saw that coming. Y'all all probably held your breath. When I was like, should I spray it? They were like, girl, yes. Okay. This is going to go quicker than the other one because there's fewer things to fill. And then I'm going to try to bring it closer when I press them with my thumb because I feel like that might be satisfying. I don't know. Is that any weird? Is that going to make people uncomfortable? These are slightly different sizes. Okay, it looks like it's a little more than a tablespoon that goes in there. Stop rattling. You're annoying me. There we go. Oh, yeah. I'm on a roll now. I'm on a roll now. It's happening. We're making horse treats. I brought candy canes to the barn today. If you saw my Instagram or my Facebook post, you saw Sonny reaching out for his candy cane. He wasn't sure at first. I don't think they smell as strongly as like the regular peppermints, and they didn't have a crinkle. I had taken the plastic off, so there wasn't a crinkly wrapper. I just came at him with this weird thing, and he was like, and he tried to go back to grazing, and I'm like, no, you want this. I didn't look at the time. Who didn't remind me? I did not look at the time when we put our little treats in, but I'm going to check them when I put these in. They might be done. They're small, and so they do not take long to set at all. Okay. Are we feeling like I should check on them? I'm kind of feeling like I should check on them, even though I'm not done making these treats. I think because I can smell them. That's making me nervous. Hang on. I could probably take them out, but they're very soft. They're very soft, and they're starting to feel kind of like they've got a skin on the outside of them a little bit. So I'm leaving them in, and we're going to finish this. They might be done enough, though. I think the more you cook them, the harder they are, the more moisture you get out of them, and the longer they're going to keep. If you cook these and they're still fairly soft, then that means they still have a lot of moisture from the applesauce and the molasses in them, which is going to create an environment for bacteria to spread and mold. So you're going to want to keep these in the refrigerator at least. You can freeze them, and they'll keep longer that way. But I wouldn't if you buy the standard horse treats if you buy those little horse nuggets that you can get for $7 at Tractor Supply, you can keep those at the barn and they're fine. They have preservatives in them where they're not going to mold. I have had mice get into a bag of one, though, that I was like, oh, really, quit it. Y'all, this is why we can't have nice things. So, where was I? What were we talking about? Ice in the treats. Oh, so you can't bring a giant bag of these to the barn and stick them in your tack trunk or tack locker or, tack area in a bag and expect them to be okay after a couple of days. They're going to start to grow fuzzies on them and stuff. So, but if you bring them fresh every day, what I usually do is if it looks like I have a lot, I will put a bag of them in the freezer and then put the rest in the refrigerator. And then take them with me to the barn when I go. I'm just sort of evening out the tops right now, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Okay. Again, thank you for hanging out with me today. I don't know why I'm rinsing my hands. I'm going to have to use my thumb. Okay, here we go. Oh, checking these. Oof. Oh my God. The oven melted my mascara. That's what it felt like. Here's what is she wearing? I have brows, lashes, teal eyeliner, and Dr. Pepper lip balm. That's our look today. That's our look today, people. Okay, so now I'm going to take my thumb and make an indentation in every single one of these. Now, when I felt the little nuggets in there just a second ago, they felt still very soft. So I kind of want them to harden up a little bit, and I'm going to give them a little bit longer. And no, I'm not paying attention to the time. Okay. All right, I am thumbprinting each of these. These are like Christmas thumbprint cookies for your horse. So once these get set and we pull them out, then we'll put a little peppermint in the center of those. And then the heat from the cooling cookies will melt the peppermint just a little bit, in theory. Again, last time I made these, if you were not here at the beginning of the live stream, the last time I made this, last time I made these, I had Starlight Mints, and all I have today are the little soft puffy ones. All right. Okay. Hang on, give me that. Come here. Okay, there we go. Let me get another thing on my hand. This one says, I'm not bossy. I'm the boss. This is what we're looking at. You can see that some of them are a little bit blackened around the edges. You can really smell the molasses. They are very squishy, and I'm just going to I know I said I wanted them I know I said I wanted them crispier, but maybe I'll put them back in. Maybe I'll put it back in. Oh, I forgot to spray this one. They're sticking to the thing. I'm so mad at myself. Maybe I need to put them back in for a little while. Yeah. Make them harder. Maybe that. Oh, I hope I don't have like foil sticking to these. Y'all, there had to be a fail, didn't there? There had to be a fail. Why? Why am I like this? Why can't I have a normal life? Why can't I have a YouTube channel where everything turns out perfectly and I'm awesome every time and I don't make mistakes and everyone's like, oh my God, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Y'all, don't make fun of me, but I have sugar-free hot cocoa and I'm gonna make it with water. It's a little too high, thank you. But I have marshmallows. I'm going to put it in. I have vegan marshmallows. And y'all, they are better than the regular ones. I will never buy regular marshmallows again. Even if I'm not vegetarian. Okay, let's. Liam makes fun of me because I make this with water, but that's what I did when I was a child. I was a child in the 70s and the 80s. And in the early 80s, we had these little Swiss Miss packs. And that's how my mom made hot chocolate. She didn't make it from scratch. We microwaved our hot chocolate and we were proud of it. All right. So then... Now, if you're not vegetarian, it doesn't matter. Eat regular marshmallows. But if you're vegetarian, regular marshmallows have gelatin in them, which are made from animal parts. So we don't want that. So these are vegetarian. I think the thickening ingredient or the binding ingredient in this is carrageenan. It is a seaweed. Seaweed marshmallows. But what I love about them is they don't melt immediately in the cocoa. This is supposed to be a live stream about making treats for my horse. And here I am ranting and raving about vegan marshmallows. Follow me for more recipes. Hot chocolate. YouTube must think I need to make hot chocolate bombs. Because suddenly, I haven't even been talking about it a lot, but suddenly in my suggested is a lot of like DIY hot chocolate bomb. Here's how to make hot chocolate bombs. I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? Just like Mama used to make. All right, hang on, I have to stir a little bit. So anyway, this is my extra questions mug. I have coffee in this mug in the mornings, without marshmallows usually. So you know how regular marshmallows just melt almost immediately in hot chocolate? These don't. They hold their shape for a while, and after a while, it'll give you a little bit of that yummy, lovely marshmallowy goo. But it doesn't completely dissolve and go away. It's so wonderful to come back to your hot chocolate after forgetting about it because you know you're gonna. And at least once. And they're still there. They're so happy. They're waiting on you. They're like, we're right here. We've been right here all along. And you're like, I love you, vegan marshmallows. And they're like, I know. Okay. Hang on. I should have waited till the water was hot to put in the powder. I know. But I didn't. So it's kind of lumpy. It's kind of lumpy. Just like me. Oh, here's this. Okay, so we get our little, I got my peppermint stick to stir it. That will probably just dissolve in there. And then we load up on marshmallows because we're civilized. All right, in just a second, I'm going to take names for the giveaway. Okay. Okay, y'all. The unicorn is back. I can't forget to check these. I'm sitting here about to relax with y'all and forget that there's an oven behind me. I need adult supervision. Honestly. Honestly. Those are not done yet. Definitely. Those are a little firmer. We're going to let those cool. You guys get to cool. You get to chill. You get to chill. Let's put you over here on a little, I have a cooling rack. I'm going to put the pan over there. And now, let's put these others in the middle of the oven. There we go. And they're way soft. Those are larger than the little nuggets, so they're going to take longer to cook anyway. What time is it? 4:45? They might be until like the very end. We can go over a little so you guys can see me. You gotta see me putting in the little peppermints. My God. My God. My peppermint stick is melting. My peppermint stick is melting. All right. Go, be free. All right. I'm gonna have to let that sit a little bit or I'm gonna burn myself. All right, who's in the chat and wants an extra equestrian mug? I will have it mailed to your house when you email me your address. So who is in? I just turned off the chat. Why am I like this? Okay. I like turned myself off. Why? All right. Looks like it could rain, snow here. We never get snow. It's been super rainy here lately, but we just do not get snow here. Oops. Researching how to make brush bombs, so hot chocolate bombs keep popping up. And Madeline Kate. Okay. Madeline Kate. I think I misspelled that as usual. It's always Marguerite that trips me up. And that's not even in here, but I know your name from Facebook, so from our Facebook group. So I always put the whole thing. Groundhog, hey, how are you? Becca's here. Hey, you got your shout out at the beginning. That's all right, and I'll give you another one here. I love you, girl. Shout out to you, Becca Boo. We're giving away an extra. Here's okay for everyone who's just here. Groundhog, Becca, anybody else? Here's the short update. We have made horse treats out of rolled oats, molasses, applesauce, and ground flaxseed. That's it. We just mixed a bunch of stuff together in a bowl until it made a dough that looks like this. Delicious. And what we did is we made two separate trays. One was a little mini muffin tin, which we filled it up. Took about a little more than a tablespoon to fill up each little muffin tin. I put a thumbprint in the top, because after they're done, we're going to put a little peppermint on the top of each one. Those are like big fancy treats. We also made some little nuggets, just a teaspoon of the dough. And those are over there. I'll show you in a minute. Those have come out of the oven already. And we also made hot chocolate. So now we're doing a giveaway for this extra equestrian's mug. There's hot chocolate coming off the side of it. Trish is in. All right. And Becca, are you in for the mug? Autism Centaur, I have a question for your husband. Oh, yeah, go ahead. I'll ask him. I'm excited. Are you in for Groundhog? Are you in for the mug? I'm putting Groundhog down. Becca's in. Y'all, I am sweating in here with this oven on. Let me open a window. Crack a window. Okay, is this going to even help? I'm trying to live my best life here. Oh, for the love of, excuse me, hang on. I gotta open this window. Oof. All right, now we are broadcasting this live stream to my backyard. The chickens are out there in the backyard if anyone wants to say hello to my chickens. That's really hot. Excuse me. Yes, Becca's in. Oh, you want to know what color my husband would be if he was a centaur? That's a good question. I'll call him in here. Hang on. Late with dash. That's okay. Babies will make you late, like at all times. There will be I don't know. I want to say there will be a point where they won't make you late anymore, but it's always seems to be a consideration. And Autism Centaur, do you want to be in the drawing for the mug? Do you want an extra equestrian's mug? Let me know. So, Scott, come here. One of my chat people has a question. If you were a centaur, what color centaur would you be?
Ooh. The first thing that came to me was a silvery blue.
A silvery blue. Like I don't know if that would be like a blue roan or if that would be an actual, I mean, centaurs are magic, so he could be actual silver. Silvery.
Silvery blue.
He likes silver and blue.
I just thought that would be a cool centaur too.
That would. But you do like
silver protective healing magic.
There you go. Okay, we're browning around the edges. Now, Trish had a question earlier. If you bake them longer, you just get crispier treats. Yes. And I'm having some browning and darkening around the edges of mine, and they're still kind of soft in the middle. So if I wanted to do that differently, if I wanted to bake them longer but didn't want them to burn, I would just turn the heat down to 300 or even 275 is a good one. The lower the temperature in the oven, the longer it's going to take to dry it out. When you get down to like 200 degrees or 180 degrees, that's like warm temperatures, and it's almost like dehydrating. You can dehydrate things in an oven, like make dried fruit and dehydrate food items. You can do that in your oven. What you do is just bake it on a very, very low heat for hours and hours and hours. So you could do something that's kind of like that. And just lower the heat. I'm doing mine for 350. It browns them around the edges and sets them in the middle. So, are these actually going to be done? That popped right out of there too. Those are nice and chewy, and actually that's what I want for these. That is what I want for these. So let me make sure you guys can see what we're doing. I was about to grab that with my bare hands. Oh, wait. Before I put a candy in each one, I should have. Look at me sweating. Look at me sweating. This is the worst live stream ever. Well, no, not the worst live stream ever, but in terms of my face. In terms of, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 times 6, what is that, 24? No, what? Yeah. I was all of a sudden like, how do I math? Oh my gosh. That one's broken. Do I have 24 of these? I may not have 24 of these. Okay. Oh, it's a little big. Uh-oh. Hopefully it melts. I'm just going to hold that up to you guys. So. I'm so awkward. So here is the ones like down on the edge. So I've just pressed the little thing in there. And let's move this down so you guys can see what's going on. Here's me in the chat. Groundhog. Are your chickens only egg chickens? Yeah. Use them for chicken. Trying to make this sound nice. No, they're just for eggs. They're just pets. Oh my gosh, now you can't see me again. Why am I like this? No, my chickens are just pets. I'm vegetarian. I'm not vegan, but I am vegetarian. Mostly just because, I mean, it's stupid reasons. I make friends with animals and I anthropomorphize them a lot. And I have trouble eating an animal that I've been friends with or that I've named in my mind, you know? So I just don't. It's easy being vegetarian for me. I love vegetarian food. I don't really miss meat, but I don't feel like everyone should be vegetarian. I'm not one of those vegetarians that feels like everybody should be and you're doing it wrong or you're evil or something. Well, there's 2 in this one. So I have 3 chickens in the backyard and they make enough eggs for me and Scott and Liam. And they pay for themselves. Like we buy a bag of chicken feed every month or so. And I mean, it more than is offset by the not having to buy eggs anymore. So, and it's fun having chickens in the backyard. I love the noises they make. By the way, we're going to do a drawing for the Extra Equestrians mug. So if you have not gotten your name in the drawing and you want it in there, make sure you let me know in the chat. Make sure I have said your name. I am not going to have enough peppermints, y'all. Why? Why? I'll put the little bits in there. At least it'll be something. Okay. I'm terrible. I need it. This is why I need several cameras. So I can show what I'm doing down here. And where's the other ones? Where's the pieces? Okay. Do I have enough little pieces? Oh, that's not a piece. That's like a little teeny tiny one. Oh, it's a baby. It's a little baby. All right. I don't quite have. And you know what? I ate 2 of them, didn't I? I did this to myself. This is the story of my life, y'all. My whole life is, wow, I did that to myself, didn't I? Breaking off a little piece of this. Breaking off a little piece of this. Who's been here the whole live stream? Who knew I would do something like that? Hang on. I feel like I need to stir this up. Look, okay, how long has my hot chocolate been sitting over there? Do you guys see this? Marshmallows. What did I tell you? Vegan marshmallows. They hold together in your hot chocolate, so you still have a buttload of marshmallows when you're ready to drink your hot chocolate. I got a mouthful of hot chocolate, and I'm chewing marshmallows. I'm living the life right now. Also, I could turn off my oven because I'm sweating so hard. Hot chocolate is so good. Autism Centaur's in? Yep. Oh, I got you down already. All right, who else is in? Let me look at this. Ready to choke my neighbors if they don't cut it out with the leaf blower. I hate leaf blowers. I'm right there with you. I'm raging against your neighbors right now. Galaxy Girl, hi. Are you going to dye your hair another color? You know what? I was going to. When I first dyed it, I was like, I'm just going to go through colors. Next, I'll do purple and then maybe electric blue and whatever. But my hair's been teal for 6 years now. So I don't know. I kind of like it. Well, it was several colors of green first because I like green. Green is one of my favorite colors. And I wanted to have green hair, but there wasn't really a shade of green that flattered me. And when I did teal, I really liked the way it looked. So I kind of have stuck with teal. Galaxy Girl, do you want to be in for the giveaway? We are about to do a drawing for a giveaway for an Extra Equestrians coffee mug. Actually, this is a hot cocoa mug. Chewing marshmallows. Change your hot chocolate experience. Okay. This has cooled down enough that we can try to pick this off. Yes. There's a little burning on the top. This is what these are our training nuggets. So yeah, you know what? Next time, oh, they are kind of firm. They're pretty. They're not totally crunchy, but they're pretty firm. I think next time I would do it on, maybe put the oven on 300 instead of 350. And then they could cook a little bit longer without threatening to burn. And they're not sticking to the foil. This is heavy duty foil though, so maybe that makes a difference. Okay, I'm about to have a bowl of horse nuggets I made myself. And look at this, even with making hot chocolate and farting around and talking with you guys, it has only taken me an hour. It's like 5 o'clock now. It's only taken me an hour to make these. Let me put them in that bowl. Okay. We're about to have a drawing, y'all. This is your last call. Last call to get your name in the mug drawing. Let me know in the chat because I'm about to cut these up. So there we go. I made a bowl of horse treats. I still have dough left. Again, what we're doing with this leftover dough is I can continue to make treats tonight and use up the rest of the dough and make it out. But if I'm like, I'm done after today, I just want to do this tomorrow or another day, can take some plastic wrap, make a nice ball, wrap the ball in plastic wrap and stick it in the fridge or even the freezer. You'd have to let it thaw a while, but stick it in the fridge for later, which is probably what I'm going to do. And these are not really melting like I thought they would. But here's what these end up looking like. So it's like a little cupcake with a peppermint on top. Once your horse realizes it, like these treats with the peppermints on top, they go crazy for them. You're going to die here? No, thank you. I'm a child. My mom would not want me to. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. I'm glad you're here anyway. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'm making treats for my horses. I love the name Galaxy Girl, by the way. So, okay. I have Madeline, Kate, Trish, Groundhog, Becca, and Autism Centaur in for the drawing. Is that correct? If you did not hear your name called and you need an extra equestrians mug, then let me know. Now is the time. Now is the time. All right, here are the strips of paper. Okay. Folding everybody in half, and half again, half, and half again, half, and half again. This is fun and all, y'all, but I miss the live streams when I'm in my bedroom and in my cute little studio. And it's like I've got a fan on me and I can wear a full face of glittery makeup and be cute. Hang on. We're going to draw, I don't have my unicorn shower cap up here, so we're going to draw names out of the Unicorn and Centaur mug. Which, by the way, if you don't win the drawing and you need a Unicorn and Centaur mug or you need an extra equestrians mug, there's a link to my Etsy store in the description box below the video if you want to purchase them. There's all kinds of merch. I've got t-shirts and mugs that with extra equestrians and with Unicorn and Centaur and with other designs that I designed myself. So check it out. So it's not like, you know, just some t-shirt that I found online that I'm selling in my Etsy store. This is like, these are my concepts, my designs. So are we ready? Ready? Groundhog, stick them in the oven. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Madeline Cade. I am pulling a name now. It is happening. Autism Centaur, you are the winner of the mug. An extra equestrians hot cocoa mug for you. I will make sure that I get your address, your mailing address, so I can get that out in the mail for you this week. Congratulations. And I will toast to that. Hang on. Dun, dun, dun. Still chewing marshmallows. Telling you, up your hot chocolate game. Vegan marshmallows. I'm so sweaty. I'm sweaty. My dishes are dirty. My horse treats are. Oh, let me stick the horse treats back in the oven just for a few minutes to see if those peppermints will melt. Thank you. We'll stick around for a minute. Let's see. If I repeat myself, I apologize because I'm still half asleep. That's okay. And Groundhog, I hope you have a happy birthday tomorrow. And I hope you feel well rested. Just woke up. I'm like the Walking Dead. Oh, goodness. Can you imagine dairy-free cheese that actually tastes good? Oh, my gosh. No. That's my thing. Hang on. That's always my thing with being vegan. Like, most of the dairy, I love dairy products, and most of the dairy substitutes are great. Like the tofutti better than cream cheese. Like, oh my God, spread that on a bagel. The fake sour cream tastes just like sour cream. Any of the yogurts, so good. I'll even take milk substitutes, any kind of, you know, of the nut and oat milk and whatever substitutes. And chocolate, I love milk chocolate, but vegan milk chocolate is so good. But where we draw the line is cheese. I can't with vegan cheese. I never could. I've tried to be vegan several times over the years, but I can't. Most of the vegan cheese I see like on the label, it'll say it melts. And that's like literally the only selling point that they say, is that they don't say it tastes good, because it doesn't. They don't say it has good texture, because it tastes like plastic. It doesn't. I've tried homemade vegan cheeses. I've made my own homemade vegan cheese out of cashews and nutritional yeast and something else in a food processor. I can't remember what now. But yeah, that was interesting. But I personally, now I'm sure you will be able to find vegans who can recommend cheeses that they think are absolutely fantastic and they swear by. But I have not come across a product, any of the recommendations that I have personally come across. I tried the cheese and I'm like, oh girl, no. I'm a cheese lover. There's something about the cheese that I gotta have. That's my best answer though. That may not be the best. I'm not allergic to dairy. It's just hard for me to handle, so I don't use it. Now, a lot of times, like really hard cheeses, they say are easier to digest than softer ones. So like maybe like a really sharp cheddar or like Parmesan cheese may be fine because it's a really hard cheese. So you may find that some cheeses like that that you can digest better. But I don't know. Let me check you know what? Madeline, I forgot that I stuck the stupid cookies back in the oven until I looked at your comment and saw stick them in the oven. Okay, wait. Are we melting? Are we getting melty? Ouch. It's hot. Maybe that was why we didn't use these. The puffy ones like don't melt at all. Maybe that was why we used the Starlight Mints. How did you come up with the name Unicorns and Centaurs? Oh, actually, one last story then before we go. Unicorn and Centaur, I'm the centaur, and my friend Adriana is the unicorn. The two of us, like 5-6 years ago, we were going to start our own, look at my neck, it's like sweaty. We were going to start our own barn, and it was going to be a nerdy barn for artists who love fantasy and sci-fi and all sorts of geeky stuff. And we were going to like paint the barn all sorts of crazy colors. And we were going to have a lesson program with costume classes all year round, not just in October, and like themed summer camps with costumes and stuff. And we just had all these great ideas for it. But there was, our business plans fell through. The lady who was going to sell us her business to get us started, that all fell through. So we couldn't afford to do it on our own, and we couldn't get a loan for it. So I had to sort of strike off and I decided to do the YouTube channel and create an online barn. So instead of like all of us hanging out at an actual barn here in Savannah, Georgia, we can be anywhere in the world. And like you're here, it's like you're here in my kitchen making horse treats with me. So if we did have a real barn, this would be like something we would all do together, you know? So that's where the Unicorn and Centaur came from. And there's kind of other ways that Unicorn and Centaur pops up. For example, my horses, Artax and Sunny. Sunny is my centaur because he's the one I ride for my centaur videos. And Artax is my unicorn because he's the one that I dress up for the unicorn videos. So they are my Unicorn and Centaur as well. And Unicorn and Centaur sort of represent two sides of a magical coin. Centaurs are very physical, very action before thought, very in your face, very earthy, whereas unicorns are very ethereal and more delicate, deep, but delicate at the same time. Does that make sense? But they're just sort of different types of the same kind of magical equine, you could say. So that's where Unicorn and Centaur came from. But it is after 5 o'clock. My treats are made. Let me pull out these. Finally, we've got to end the live stream. I don't think these are going to melt. They've gotten hot, but they're not like melty. I think they're going to stick in there. We'll see. If not, learn from me, kids, and use the Starlight Mints. I don't know where we're going to get them, though, because I went to the dollar store and to Walgreens. And with the pandemic the way it is, I don't know where it is where you live, but I'm still trying to take precautions because cases are rising in our area. And I don't feel like going to 6 stores, in and out of 6 different stores to look for Starlight Mints for my YouTube channel. I just felt ridiculous. So I looked in the dollar store, got those 2 kinds. I looked in Walgreens. They had every other kind of mint, but not the plain Starlight Mints. So we make do with what we're extra with what we've got, aren't we? Thank you so much, everybody who joined in. Congratulations to Autism Centaur who won the Extra Questions mug. Again, you can get your own mug at my Etsy store, or you can wait until the last live stream of December where we'll be doing another giveaway, because I want to do a giveaway at the end of every month. Still chewing marshmallows. I love you guys. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.